Okay, you're working on your project and you are putting letters, adding letters to your project and putting them on top of other letters to cover them. So the next thing you're going to do, and you do this often, is to flatten the layers. To do this, you're going to right-click anywhere in the Layers window and you go to the last option called Flatten Image. You're going to see the layers disappear. So you can no longer move these around. It's at this point also that you need to save this image. You should save it as something, use one of the key terms in your quote. So this is about teachers, so I'm going to name this, instead of it being master, I'm going to call it teacher. And then I'm going to go ahead and save it. It's in the same exact area as where master is, but it's going to be called teacher or teachers, whatever the key term is in your quote. Okay, you're going to see the tab over here change to what it is. And it is a JPEG. If you save something that has layers, you need to save it as a Photoshop file. It will automatically. So you're going to zoom in. Now I want to work on the A. This B needs to be an A. Now the problem is that I cannot access these A's underneath here because everything is flattened. It's like gluing it down. So what I can do is I can take it from the master copy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to File, Open. Not only am I opening Teacher, I'm also going to open up Master. Okay, so you can see that they are both open. What you can do to make this a little easier for you so you're not working on the photo bin and dragging pictures from up here down into the photo bin is that you can actually lay out your blotter so you can see two images at the same time. To do this, at the very, very bottom, go to Layout, and you can either select All Grid, All Column, All Row, and you can try them out. All Column, you can see now you have Teachers on this side, Master on the other. It's just a little easier to work with. If this tab is highlighted, then that's the one that is going to be affected. If I want to work on Master, make sure that's highlighted and I can go over here. So the idea is I'm going to take this A and I'm going to bring it over here. So I'm going to work on this side of the blotter. I'm going to make my selection using the Polygonal Lasso tool. Select my A like I normally would. And you're going to go Layer via Copy. Use the Move tool, and you're going to slide it over to this side of the blotter. Let go. And you're going to see that it showed up right here. Okay. Now once you're done using the master, you can go ahead and exit out. It might ask you to save. You don't want to save any of the changes. So go ahead and rotate. Go to Command U, that's the shortcut. Change the hue. And sometimes, like I was saying, if you just slide the hue around, sometimes you don't get the color exact that you want, so you're going to need to tweak the lightness and the saturation. But this one looks pretty good. Say okay to that. Slide it back. Yep, that looks good. So slide it into place. Another thing that happens sometimes, now I need a C. So I'm going to run into one more problem. I'm going to use this C and I need to bring it over to the B. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Polygonal Lasso tool. I'm going to go ahead and select it. By the way, if you mess up and you don't like this selection, hit the Escape button on the top left-hand side of your keyboard, and then you can start again. So I'm going to make my selection. Now watch what happens. I'm going to hit the Command button, or right-click rather, and I'm going to go to Layer via Copy. So it's telling me could not make a new layer because there's no pixels selected. Look on the top of the Layers window. You can see I'm selecting Layer 1. The computer isn't lying. I don't have any pixels selected. I'm going to make the background invisible. That's what I'm selecting. Because the thing is, I'm selecting it from the layer that just has the A. So this is a quick fix. You just make sure you go, while it's still selected, just make sure that you have background selected. Right click, layer via copy, and we're back in business. Go ahead and rotate it and change the color. Some colors are really pretty crazy to try to match, so you can just try your best. Okay. Don't worry about blanking out your tiles. You can leave the tiles, just ignore them for now. Like if there's a space, C-H-E-R-S, this is going to be a blank tile. Don't worry about that right now. What you're going to do is you're going to do this process covering up all of your letters until all your letters are where they're supposed to be. Don't worry about the blank letters. Don't worry about the spaces. That's going to be in the next video.